One of the less recognized values of the A-620 standard is using it as a marketing tool. The marketing of the standard can be a very valuable asset to contract manufacturers. When going out and visiting new potential customers, many times you're talking to the purchasing people. And the purchasing people are primarily interested in what you provide and the prices. And many times we hear that they have enough suppliers, and in fact they're trying to reduce the number of suppliers. But before we leave, what we do is we give them a copy of the A-620 standard. And on that standard we put a label with our company name, logo, and contact information. And then hopefully they will distribute that to their engineering and quality personnel. And we then get contacted many times by those engineering and quality people wanting to learn more about this industry-wide and internationally recognized standard. Many of these companies have developed their own standards for cables and harnesses, but they have to maintain those and keep those up to date on a regular basis. And when they find that there's already an industry-wide standard out there that is regularly being maintained and updated, it saves them a lot of time, and it answers a lot of their questions on quality and workmanship. And we find that it's a great way to introduce ourselves to potential customers, and in the process we establish a relationship with not only purchasing but with engineering and quality as well. So think about using the A-620 standard in your company. We also find that being a WHMA member also enhances the value, because you can indicate that you are a member of an association that is involved with the development and refinement of this, and your association involvement and your understanding of the standard can be a real value to your customers and to you as a contract manufacturing company.
My name is Donnie Hill. I'm president of Precision Manufacturing in Dayton, Ohio. We've actively used IPC WHMA A-620 for probably 6 years or more. My first step into it was myself becoming certified, and I quickly saw that this was a standard that really needed to go throughout our plant. One of the ways that we effectively use it, and use it with every one of our customers, is when I go out to call on a new customer or to try to develop a new customer, I always take the IPC WHMA A-620 book with me. And oftentimes what we find is military customers are using old mil specs, although most of those are moving to this standard, and we're a diverse group of customers, and everyone's using something different. A lot of times it's their own standards inside. And when I introduced the IPC WHMA A-620 standards book, it opens up a whole new level of discussion. They can see the photos, they can see that everything is covered, and it allows us, especially when we're talking to engineers, to be able to set some standards of what do we want to build to a class 3, a class 2, and allows us to have a thorough understanding of what they're wanting, and then I can bring that back and I have something very substantial that I can give in my facility, that we understand what we're building to from every process, from the beginning to the end, from the wire stripping to the finish of the harness, and everything that goes in between it. So it's been a very effective standard for us, both from a quality perspective and for us ingraining ourselves into our customer.
The A-620 standards have been very helpful in resolving conflict resolution with workmanship standards with our customers. Our customers' incoming inspection, if they are familiar with the standard, now knows what to inspect to, so we know that they're looking at it through the right filters, and we avoid the back and forth of difference of opinion, if you will. We always try to get them to add that to their documentation, so there is a reference that is documented that they want the assemblies to be built to those standards. We feel it's been very beneficial to our company and to theirs in helping us avoid any conflict, and if we do have conflict, it's a great way, a great document to use to resolve those issues.
I'm Bill Kasnick, president of Unlimited Services, a wire and harness cable assembly shop in Oconto, Wisconsin. And we've used the A-620 standard to certify trainers in each of our locations in Wisconsin, Rockford, Illinois, and Guaymas, Mexico, and used it as a training piece for people on our floor. In the wire harness industry, there's a lot of variation in what quality standards were required, and different customers demand different types of standards, some of them more cosmetic than functional. And the A-620 standard defined for us what was acceptable, so it led to a greater authority with our customers in terms of what was acceptable work, and identified and differentiated between what were cosmetic issues and what were functional issues.